Hi, this is part three and the conclusion of an interesting documentary. Um, I'm talking about this video that I watched over lunch that YouTube had recommended for me called The Letter Between P and R 101. And, um, and in the second video, I say, I think what it's about, this letter between P and R, is a disinformation, a psychological disinformation campaign started by um, a certain intelligence agency from a certain successful Mideastern country. And it was done so to get Americans stop thinking about the guy who might or might not hung himself. And a couple interesting things about this, still left unsaid. One of the two interviewers, like I said in my first video, is a man. This was a man and a woman. A woman is a centrist Democrat, Russiagator, and the man said he was born and raised in this certain successful Mideast country. Now, if you know anything about countries outside of the US, you know that everybody has to do military service at 18. There's no questions asked. Most countries, anyway, not Canada, but, like over in that part of the world. So you got to do at least 2 years, usually, I think it is. And then the really clever ones going into intelligence. And as I was watching the video, I started wondering whether this person was sort of active intelligence in that certain organization, starting between, the letter L and N, and or is it possible this person was in opposition and because like all those breadcrumbs this video left for people like me, and if I figured this out, then I think a lot of people could have. Like, because it didn't add anything. It didn't add anything to the general point that this is crazy to have a guy 6 times throughout a 40-minute video, not introduced, just say there's a spy behind this, and this is a large psyop operation, and yet the two interviewers never go down that road, right? So that's what I'm saying is like maybe that's for like part two of the video, but what I'm saying is like as I sit here today, I'm like 50-50. That guy is either a current intelligence asset or he is in damn opposition to it and he wants to expose it. And I don't know which is which. But like just think of the brilliance of that. Think of the brilliance of understanding people and understanding the right wing and understanding media and understanding life and humans and history and everything, right? To start this thing, the letter between P and R, and do so on 8chan, you know, like, and have it work, like, holy crap! The people who behind that must have had like some serious clinking of glasses and celebration. Like, oh man. I mean, like, think of it. They planned it. They executed it, and they're like, we don't know if it'll work, and it worked beyond their, maybe not beyond their imaginations. Maybe they've done it all the time, right? And this is just another one. This is like, you know, but it's just amazing. It's amazing to think that this was, because that's the ultimate result. Like, who benefits from the letter between P and R? Anybody who wanted to find out more information about the guy who might or might not have hung himself. And then you go, well, who would want that? Well, people behind that. uh, YouTube banned my video. That's why I'm talking in this elliptical way. They banned my video showing that the guy who didn't hung himself sounds a lot like the letter between P and R. They didn't like that. They called that harassment and cyberbullying.